Hello everyone, welcome in. I hope you are all having a great day again today. Today is gonna be kind of a mashup of stuff. I don't know. Today's been a weird day schedule-wise, and this was meant to be like a filler stream anyways. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Hope you all are doing good. I can still hear it a little bit in my voice. My voice is still not exactly perfect, but it's getting better. I think it's at least better than the start of stream yesterday. And I'm sure as I continue to like talk and warm up my voice, it'll get even better. It's kind of like by the end of stream yesterday. I don't know. You couldn't even tell I've been losing my voice or struggling with it. We had the filler episodes. No, it's not really a filler. Oh, lol. I just realized I'm on a beach, so this is not a beach filler episode. It's more that I have a bunch of small things to get done, like in one stream. So it's less that it's a filler and more so this is like a placeholder so I can do several small things rather than necessarily one dedicated big thing. Every other word is skipping. I think that's probably you, Steffi. Can someone let Steffi on YouTube know to refresh the page? Because it's probably on their end. Is there anyone else on YouTube having that issue? Probably not. I fell asleep yesterday. Are you sick? No, I'm not sick. I just, from streaming so much over the weekend, I unfortunately am losing my voice a little bit. Finally got the Miki beach episode. I had a great idea today. What is your great idea? Because something tells me it's not great and it's instead gonna be somehow detrimental to me. So, I don't know. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I mean, my throat doesn't hurt or anything. It's just like I said, I don't know. Miki outside, I know. I'm not touching grass though. I'm more touching sand versus anything else. So, you know. His life. Hold on, I'm trying to see something real quick. I'm remembering where this was. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Sorry if you heard double audio real quick. Sand counts? You think sand counts? Alright, that's fair. We put me blowing up your chair to a vote. Oh, Lord. Who says I'm giving you my chair? Although, I am happy to announce I built my chair and I'm currently sitting in my new chair. I don't have a photo of it for you guys yet, but I will show it off later. Probably tomorrow I'll make a short showing it off. Also, it's worth noting that while building my chair today, I almost knocked myself entirely unconscious. It was a really stupid thing, I'm not gonna lie. So I was building the chair and I had to do the last piece on the back. So I was like gonna tilt the chair forward. And obviously it's like how an office chair, it can like spin or whatever. So I like grabbed it and I was leaning it forward, but I didn't consider, you know, the weight of the chair causing it to rotate. And let's just say my head was a little close and I definitely, thanks to the beauty of physics and centrifugal force, I bludgeoned my head with a metal beam and almost knocked myself unconscious. And I just sat there and cried for like a good 10 minutes. And now I have like a lump on my forehead and it hurts really bad. I'm at least better now, but oh dude, it really messed my day up. I hit my head so hard on this stupid piece of metal. But it is what it is. I didn't draw blood, no, because it was just a metal bar. So it's like the way the arms of the chair are. There's like metal beams. And because of the way the chair spun, you know, it picked up a little bit of speed. Again, centrifugal force, physics, all of that. So thanks to the rotational speed, the metal bar of the armrest hit me pretty hard before I had a chance to react. Here's the kicker. I did it to myself twice. I should have learned, like, the first... Okay, it happened the first time, and it wasn't that bad. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be really careful as I continue. And I did try to be careful. But, unfortunately, it happened a second time, and the second time was worse. And that's the one that left the, like, big bump on my head. It hurts so much. Like, if I barely, like, touch my forehead, it's like, boom. My chair, the metal is solid, not cheap, hollow. It hurts a lot. Well, I didn't get a Secret Lab 1 tech. I ended up not. I got a different chair that I thought suited my desires a little bit better. And honestly, I will say, this is like 10 out of 10 comfort. I really like it. And I think it might be suited to me slightly better than the Secret Lab. Just the ways I like to sit. Especially with how the armrests are. But yeah, it is still... Yeah, not hollow metal. It was a nice solid beam on this chair that smacked me too. Nice cushy office chair. Yeah, I got myself a good office chair. Very nice. Yeah, I'm glad I'm alright too. Like I said, it hurt a lot, but it be what it to be. Also, I don't know if y'all on Twitch noticed, but I've joined a group on Twitch. Our team. I don't know much about them. This is my first time joining. But I'm in a team now. It's gonna be a nice team, and some of you might know one of the other person currently in the team. There's still one more that hasn't joined yet. But I know I told you guys that there might be some collabs and stuff in the future. But if you wink wink look at my about section, you should see a little group tag there. So little spoilers for the future. A group, yeah. So essentially, Twitch can make you can have like stream teams / stream groups where it's you and other content creators essentially make a group. You can go to the group page, see all the group members, and I told you guys there's collabs coming in the future, so you can see one individual there. Does it have a flexible back? Like a mesh one? No. Wings of Grace is a cool name? Yeah. I don't know if it's on mobile. I don't really know because I've never really seen it much before. But it's called Wings of Grace, and right now I think it's only me and one other currently in it. The other girl hasn't joined yet, but I will say a lot of you will probably know her as well. A lot of you probably know all of us. I'm definitely the smallest fish of the bunch, so... but I'm very happy to be adopted by such wonderful individuals, and I can't wait to do stuff with them in the future. So yeah, yippee. Yeah, that's like a little teaser for something that is been cooking on the back burner slightly. We're just getting started cooking, but hopefully a lot of good things. Smallest? Yeah, I'm the smallest. Where's the group info? If you click the About tab, you can see just where it says Wings of Grace, and you can click it. You're gonna see one individual in there right now. You won't see the other person yet because they haven't joined it yet. But there's gonna be one other person, and I am assuming they'll probably be joining. I would say in the next 10 days, based off my calculations. They should be in it within the next 2 weeks. So, this is a friend group. No, it is not. It is not always. This is going to be an actual thing. There's a lot of stuff cooking in the background, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. But what are we talking about? We're talking about a group I have joined with some other wonderful ladies. Link isn't working. I know that the thing is like pretty new for everyone here. I hope this isn't like showing or sounding me. You should be able to click it, and we don't have a lot of information on it yet. But yeah. But we're talking about Twitch has a like team / group system where you can essentially group yourself with other creators, have a page for your group, all of that fun stuff. And yeah. She's on the team. Yep. We have her and then one other girl. It's going to be 3 of us. But like I said, the other person's gonna be a surprise for now. But we're hoping to do stuff in the future. May not work on mobile. It's working on desktop. Yeah, it might not work on mobile. I'm not really sure. Because again, I know it's a newer feature on Twitch. But I think it's gonna be fun, and I'm really excited to get to meet some other Christian girlies. And also just the stuff that, you know, we're planning in the future is really nice also. Is the team feature new? I've been on Twitch for a while. It's been out for a little while, like maybe a year. Let me see. Twitch teams. It's something that isn't utilized very often though. When were Twitch teams created? No, it's actually been around the entire... Oh, Creator Club. I guess is it called a Creator Club? When was Twitch Creator Club made? August 5th, 2024. So it's been a thing. This is actually the 2-year anniversary of the feature being out. I put it up through web browsing. I'm guessing it isn't on mobile yet. Yeah, it might not be on mobile, which is crazy. But I think it does it fall under creator clubs? I'm not... I think so. I think it's a creator club. Hi, Link. Welcome. Wait, James, thank you so much for the super. I'm so sorry. I don't have my earbuds in, so I didn't hear the notification. Hopefully you didn't send that too far ago. Thank you so much. I played your visual novel game. Very good at moving. I'm so glad you liked it. I worked very hard on it, as well as several other individuals, such as my wonderful mod tech that did all the coding on like a mega time crunch. And it's going good, Corn. How's it going for you? It's being weird for me too, mobile, obviously. I see. Well, I mean, if you look, some of you might know Jelly Stara. She is one of the girls, but the other one is a secret still. The third girl is a secret still, but y'all will know in due time. I just know that there's been a lot of overlap with Star Nice community. So I figure some of you guys might know her since I started making, you know, my Christian content. And I know like a bajillion of you were tagging her on my Instagram like 2 weeks ago or something. And Nyan's is fine, Link. Don't worry about it. Hi, Fat. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And again, this isn't supposed to be a chatting stream. I do intend to play games, but I'm kind of doing housekeeping stuff, I guess, beforehand. Again, this is like a... This is... I don't know what word to call it. It's not a filler episode. It's just like I have a bunch of micro things to accomplish. So it's like just a bunch of small things. Kelly, I've seen her on TikTok a few times. Yeah, she's really cool. She's really cool. And then we have one more individual. A cozy stream. It's... Well, I have games. Okay, so it's like... I wanted to yap with you guys for a minute. I have a demo that a game dev reached out to me about that I think is supposed to take like 30-ish minutes. So like that's too small for like a full stream. Let me hydrate. And then I wanted to finish Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, which I think I'm almost done playing, which is another shorter game. And then I don't know. I just had a bunch of random stuff. So I don't have like a full plan for how this stream is gonna go. Hi Peanut, welcome in. But we're just gonna kind of wing it a little bit and figure it out from there. So, watched Jelly's later video this morning. Yeah. She's really awesome. And like I said, I know if you are here for Christian content for me, go follow Star as well, because Star also streams on YouTube and Twitch, and she makes Bible content as well. So she is very cool. Highly recommend checking her out. And yeah, and we'll hopefully do stuff in the future. And then, yeah. I don't know, I'm just sitting here, like, ecstatic because I have so many fun things going on in the background, and I can't even tell you all of them. I can just tell you that I'm so excited. Like, there's stuff I can tell you about. For example, all of the goals I'm working on for my Donothon, as you can see the timer down there. I have the chibi model getting worked on. I need to get fish model worked on. I'm currently working on Bubbles 3D model. If you know her, I rate her a lot. But she's also working on a 2D model for me because we're doing a model exchange. What else do I have? I don't know. I have a lot of things cooking. So, and then also, you know, group stuff will be really fun in the future too. So, lots of good things. We'll let it get under 2 days. I don't know. Yesterday, chat let it get under 2 days. You finished another goal? We finished the Chibi Miki goal, yeah. So, that's where we're at right now. I still have to get the angel fin design too. Like, I just have so many things I have to sort out for everybody. But everything cooking in the background is really nice. And altogether, I've been growing a lot too. MJ, thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. And so, yeah. Lots of good things happening. Yeah, there'll be a fish model corn. Oh, I just need my, mic. Sorry about that. I'm also excited because in like... Okay, what day is it? The 4th? In about a week, I'll be having my 6-month anniversary. Can you guys believe I've only been here for 6 months? Can you... so I debuted June 26th, but I streamed pre-debut starting February 12th. Here, let me get the kitty treats. Ooh, I gotta squeeze out of my chair. Ugh. And boom. Alright, let's see if the kitties come. Kitties! Here you go. Alright, I gave all the kitties. Only Whammy wanted to go in there, but I promise all 4 kitties did get their little snacky snack. Alright, and then let me get back over to here. However long it takes Miki to be worth it? Yeah, I have a lot of things cooking up in the background, which is why it is gonna be taking me a while to get them all done. And I still need it. Oh, I keep punching my mic. I'm so sorry. Would it be okay if I said a fun shark fact? Sure. Sure. What is... Words. Oh yeah, I still need to debut my 3D model for you guys too. And that's true, Gordon. That is true. Good night, Link. Take care of yourself. But fun fact, I had my 3D model done before my 2D model. So I've had my 3D model done for a while. I just didn't have the space. Wait. We're starting a hype train? Why is it hype train time? Who said it's hype train time? What even triggered it? Huh? I thought we only got a treasure train also. Okay, well, if you guys are wanting to run up the timer, now's your chance because you get 35% off 5 or more gifted subs, apparently. So... If you want the most bang for your buck, I guess this is the optimal way to do it. Hi, Soya, welcome in. Been so long. No, we had a hype train like a day or 2 ago, actually. Anyways. That made me lose my train of thought because I was like, why are we being a hype train? I still need to eat my food too. Hold on. I can finally have my dinner. That was unexpected. Hi, Deva. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm like moving my stuff around because I need to eat too. MJ, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Alright, I guess this is a perfect opportunity for Miki to eat some din din. What does hype train mean? So a hype train is something specifically on Twitch. So when several people like donate at the same time, it kind of gamifies it to where you can level up and get high scores. And so when they donate, it contributes to a goal, and then like it levels up. Like right now. Oh, Alden, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. So we are currently at like say a level 3 hype train. In order to go to level 4, you need 2.3k bits or 5 subs. So basically, it's like a community. So not only can they donate, but it also like becomes a mini game. Tag, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. And you can get a high score. So like my high score is level 22 currently. I'm taking a bite. Heck yeah. Holy, thank you for the 5 gifted. I am currently eating Vietnamese. Pretty standard what I'm eating. I'm eating grilled pork, rice, fried egg. That's about it. Back over 2 days? Yep. But only barely. so sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to eat my food currently. Sounds really good. Yeah. Oh, show. Here, let me see here. I think I dropped... Oh, there it is. I was like, I dropped a little bean sprout in my lap. Getting close to the next goal? Dude, y'all have been pile driving all my goals. Genuinely. 8,000 is I get a maid outfit design. Queen, thank you so much for the gifted. And then 9,000 is your B-movie script and 10,000 is original song. And me too, Eldon. I can't get any new hype train ones either. Imagine people donated enough to get you back to 4 days? That would be insane. I don't think it would happen though. It would have to be thousands. B-movie, here we come. Yeah, sure. We'll see. We're still a ways away from that. Okay, let me give the kitty some treats real quick. Kitties! Alright, there we go. All 4 kitties got their little snackies again. Yeah! Let's go, kitty cats! Having their nice little munches and their little crunches. Adorable. Love me some kitty cats. Alright, it's gonna do the long... Oh, but I didn't mean to do raid. I meant to do hype train. Ignore me. I broke everything. Wait, no, it's still on the raider screen. This is supposed to be hype train. Why am I still on the raider screen? Jasmine, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Alright, here. We gotta switch one more time. See if I can fix it. Because I broke everything. I broke my stream, you guys! Thank you so much, Jasmine. I appreciate it. Alright, we are... Oh! Always, thank you for the 5 gifted again. Okay, we are level 7 hype train. So, we need 8 more subs or 3.7k biddies to level up now. Hopefully this dev's demo isn't a credential stealer. Why would it be? Why would it be? Where's the rich whale sharks when you need them? Nah! This is just for funsies. One day we'll get a hype train that big, but we're in no rush to. We'll let it be natural. Hi Carson, welcome in. Anyone just tuning in? We are having a hype train, apparently a treasure chain right now, so now's your chance to continue to get me above 2 days. Like, I've been trying to get below 2 days for like a week and a half now. Good night, Dad. Hi, Osa. Welcome in. Well, then obviously the people getting their credentials stolen are stupid, because it's really easy to not have that happen. I have a very close relationship with a lot of game devs that have emailed me. Oh, Lemon is throwing up. Oh, she ran away. But it's very easy to check that stuff. I mean, you don't just click a random EXE. You get it off a reputable site, like Steam. Typically, like, if it's a reputable game dev, they'll give you a game key. Which has already been cleared. Anyone curious? 5 on mobile is 25 and desktop is only 1945. That is true! Subs are more expensive on, mobile. Usually scam beats on 2 things. Greed or laziness? Yeah. That's why it's like, it's very easy to not get scammed. Yeah, the whole mobile thing is because... It's because, the App Store takes a cut. Yeah, I know, Alden, but still. It is very easy to tell a reputable game versus a non-reputable game. Always, thank you for the biddies. Because, like, and this is coming from someone that has played a lot of very, very niche indie games. It is very easy to screen. And that's why I always tell people, I'm like, I don't understand getting scammed or getting, like, hacked. Because, like, you gotta be a little dumb for that to happen. Like, no hate to anybody, but it's, like, completely avoidable. If you just practice, like, basic safety? I don't know. Because, I mean, in the past, I've had, like, an entire channel dedicated just to playing really obscure, like, itch.io stuff, etc. And, like, that would be considered, you know, more dangerous than anything. But, again, it's very easy to, you know, practice good internet safety, browsing habits, be able to recognize when something looks sketchy, etc. And if something is sketchy, then you either don't run it or you run it in a very controlled environment to act as a little bit of a test. I don't know. Alright, we have 1 minute and 20 seconds or so left for 3.4k biddies or 7 subs. Otherwise, that will end our train. Where is... Oh, here's my fork. I was like, where is my fork at? I do not know. I was like, I will need that momentarily. More kitty treats. Let's see. Kitties! Here you go. I think they're having dinner right now, so always thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Where did the lid go to these treats? Oh no. Alright, we have 20 seconds or so left, so I think this is where we call it quits with a nice level 7 hype train for the night. Thank you guys so much, everybody who contributed. You guys are the best. Someone needs to get these scammers some acting lessons because they're not convincing at all. I know. That's how it be sometimes. You had a FedEx package delivered, but we couldn't find your address. Click this link to confirm. Yeah, dude. They do that stuff all the time. It's crazy. Alright, there we go. Thank you guys so much for the level 7 treasure train. You guys are the best. I appreciate you. Now I can continue eating my dinner. You can redeem kitty treats? Yeah, you can redeem it 3 times per stream total. And then after the 3 times, it's bits only, just so my kitties don't get fat. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you, I am. Or the ticket from a toll booth scam? Yeah, that too. Scams are all over. I get so many since I work for hospitals trying to get my info for them to get into the system. That's fair. I mean, scammers are blunt, exactly, because while if you fall for a misspelled email, you'll fall all the way. I mean, you're not wrong there. I know, also, what was I gonna say? I had a clear thought, or like, place I was going with this. We don't need more fat cats in the world, I know it's true. Man! I had a good point, but I lost it. ADHD struck. And, now I don't know what's going on, so... Oh well, it is what it is. Man! I hate when that happens. It's like, right as I open my mouth, I just get like Men in Black memory wiped. I swear. Hi, Pharaoh. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well today. Feel free to kick back, make yourself cozy. I'm currently trying to eat my dinner at the moment. And then I'll be able to get into all the stuff I gotta do today. Games to play, etc. I'm sure I forgot something as I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that definitely happens. It's just crazy how easily it can just slip your mind sometimes. It's an absolute curse. That's why it's like I must be related to Dory from Finding Nemo, low-key. It's the only explanation. Always, thank you so much for continuing your sub. I appreciate it a bunch. One of the best ones I've seen was them finding a way through Microsoft Teams to call me with the contact labeled help desk. They got close with some of the others, but the email attached was fake. Dang. Yeah, I always double check, even with like sponsorship emails, etc. And yes, we are back above 2 days again, Ice. And hi, Kyrie. Listening to you while playing catch with my son? Nice! Well, I hope you have fun. I've seen someone get constantly scammed for a total of 5K in Apple gift cards. That's crazy, bro. RIP those people. I don't know. For a business, I could be getting constant scam emails and they just fall in the other ones I ignore. Yeah. Ryan, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't get many. Not on my content creator email. Now, on my, like, old email? Okay. Oh. I just dropped egg in my lap. Hold on. So, full disclosure. Now, this is gonna separate, you know, oldins from youngins a bit. My main, like, my primary email that I've had my entire life is an sbcglobal.net email. Yeah, I know it's old. It's old, I know. Now that email, yeah, that is a landmine. I do not want to go through the trouble of having to switch everything over. Oh, what? Yeah, exactly. See? Let's just say it is very, very old. But dude, it is so bad, all the emails there. So, like, I don't want to go through the process of, you know, having to change everything again. So I just kind of leave it there. That's not like my throwaway email. Like, if I have to sign up for anything sketchy or a free trial, I just sign up on that email because it's doomed anyways. It's doomed anyways. And I always recommend that to people too. Yeah, it functions. I just get a lot of scam stuff. Like 24/7 because they think I'm a boomer. But really, my mom just made it when I was a baby for me. And so I've had it my whole life. Because my mom wanted me to have like a professional email when I got older and like no one take it with like my name and like all this other stuff. But yeah. That's how it happened. And they think I'm a random boomer and they try to scam me and it's kind of funny. Oh yes, thank you so much for the biddies! I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Wait, are y'all battling over like the bits leaderboard? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. When I was a kid, I got a Gmail. Everybody has Gmail now. Yeah, Gmail is pretty standard, I would say. But I always recommend people have a throwaway email and a normal email. Because literally everywhere sells your data nowadays. So I have my like professional email, which I only use to email other people. And then I have like a throwaway email, which I sign up for everything with. To where it's like the email of doom. Where it's just constant spam, or it's scammers, or just random crap that it doesn't matter. And it helps like my important emails not get drowned out by all the like spammy stuff. IDK, what we're doing, he just told me I'll lose. Oh wow, I feel bad for the boomers though. Scamming is super despicable when you think about it. Oh yeah, 100%. Dude, I even have to tell my parents all the time, like, Mom, Dad, that's AI. Ignore that, please. Is this a Gmail and Proton Mail though? Ditched AOL a long time ago? Fair. I know a lot of people use Proton Mail. Thinking about a time some scammer sent me a text trying to pretend he was some hot girl from a party I went to. I don't go to parties. I just kept responding to him with memes until he stopped texting me. That's funny. I've given up cleaning my email. Forgive me, Miki, I have almost 2K. Dude, that's what a throwaway email is for. That's what I'm telling you. I have way more than that in mine. I have like tens of thousands. Because here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing with my sbcglobal.net email, guys. There's no size capacity. You know how Gmail will be like, you can no longer receive emails. SBC Global would never. So, it just piles up. I probably have like 100,000 plus unread emails, low-key, and they just keep piling up. I don't even care. Let them. My 21-year-old sister got scammed by an ad on TikTok. Oh my goodness. I tried cleaning emails, but ended up putting stars on them. LOL. My private email is my Proton and Gmail's throwaway. I used to sign up for everything. That's fair. That's how you should do it. Dude, that happens to me all the time too, Queen. It'll be like some random thing. And also, my phone number gets a lot of scams because, but they're always asking for my dad. Because I have the same phone number I've had my entire life, like since I was a kid. So it's registered like under my dad's name, or at least it was. So I get people non-stop calling me for my dad. They're like texting me. And just other stuff too. I'm like, man, the scam texts I hate more than the emails. It's actually why my phone is on permanent do not disturb. Which, like, it sucks, but I don't really talk to anyone, so it doesn't really matter if I miss a text or a call that much. And, like, I'm on my phone often enough that, like, if it's important, I'll see it within, 10 to 15 minutes. But, yeah, I just keep my phone permanent do not disturb so that I don't have to be bothered by scam calls and texts. Since I was a kid, so not long ago. I mean, I'm 26. So, I mean, I've had it for, like, over a decade. Because I think I got my first phone when I was, like, 12. It was just a flip phone, and, it was just so, because I had a bunch of after-school stuff. And it was, like, purely for emergencies, so I can text and call my mom to, like, pick me up. I've had the phone number since probably, like, 2012. 2011. Somewhere around there. So, I mean, it's definitely been a while. I'm lucky I never got much of that stuff on email or anything, but then again, if quite it goes, that's fair. And yeah, I don't pick up unless I know it either. Even if I do know who it is, I'll typically still let it go to voicemail because I get anxious talking to people on the phone and I want to know why you're calling me before I pick it up. I got people I don't want to have my number, so whenever one of them gets it, I change my number. Luckily, I haven't had to do it for about 5 years. That's fair. I mean, I never had friends growing up. Or really anything. Ever. So, I have no reason to change my number. So that's a blessing. Because literally no one texts me. No reason to. I don't even know anyone. I remember really wanting a flip phone as a kid. I went almost 30 years without a cell phone, you poor babies. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's why I still have my mom's number memorized. Because for a long time, we didn't have cell phones either. And so I would just use the school landline. It was only, like I said, when I got to be about 12 that I started having a bunch of extracurriculars or going out places that my mom was like, okay, we'll give you a cell phone for emergencies just in case. I have 3 emails, one for serious, one for important subs, and a waste email for random stuff. That's fair. Does the mod team need to start texting you, Miki? No, I'll keep you ignored. I'm gonna block your number. Y'all don't even know my number. Even Tech doesn't have my number. Does Tech have Fish's number? I don't know. I have a feeling he does, but he doesn't have mine. I know that we have Tech's number, and I have all of the mods' numbers, but y'all don't have mine. My parents didn't give me a smartphone until I was an adult. Honestly, I don't feel like I missed out on much. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I miss landlines too. Honestly, a lot of modern issues have come from the over-access of internet, which I know seems ironic coming from an anime girl currently live streaming, but I do wholeheartedly believe the internet was a mistake. The internet was a mistake, but because it exists, I am going to capitalize on it by being an anime girl. And yeah, that's fair, Plum. I still don't have a phone. Also fair. It's awful, dude. Where like 99% of world issues come from. Still don't have a Facebook or Snapchat? Good for you. Those are just data hoarding sites. They're selling all our company to data centers and private companies anyways. Yeah, I agree, Defa. I hate how, like, necessary it's become as well. It just sucks. I don't know. Because so many problems come from it. Like, we as humans were never meant to be this interconnected, and that's where, again, a lot of issues come from. I'm a hypocrite when it comes to giving children cell phones. On one hand, it's dangerous for kids to be on the internet. On the other hand, it's important for us to be able to contact their parent or trusted adults. Dude, phones... School has phone. They still do. They have a landline. Like, your kid should never be somewhere that doesn't have a phone already available. They shouldn't necessarily need their own. Dude. If I ever have kids, I'll have a landline. If I ever have kids, I'll have a landline and my child will not be having a phone. They can use the phone at school if they need to contact me, and even if they can't remember my phone number, that is why the school keeps records of parents. If they're home, then again, there's a landline there. They can talk to anybody there. And like, they can still have internet access like on a computer, but it will be a computer that is in the family room where I can watch what they're doing. And I can keep an eye on them. It's just... it causes too many issues. Like, it's where 90% of everybody's issues come from, man. You should homeschool. That's true. Yeah. I mean, I do want my kids to be socialized, but at the same point, like, a lot of society is a little cancerous right now to where I'm like, man... which is worse, a homeschool kid or a normal kid? The lines are really starting to blur, y'all. My kids will have to use messenger pigeon. That sounds dangerously close to actual parenting that's missing these days. I know. I know. Who am I with these crazy ideas? How dare I? How dare I? I need to get with the times. I was homeschooled. I'm just joking, because you know the whole trope. I mean, I knew a lot of homeschool kids. Not all of them are weird. Only sometimes are they, like, unsocialized. Because they, like, don't interact with a lot of other kids. So, like, I'm more just making a joke that, like, people would say homeschool kids don't have good social skills. But it's like, dude, normal kids don't have good social skills either now. Like, none of them know how to behave. None of them are appropriate. Like, they have all their brain rot. I'm like... honestly, it's the same thing at this point. That's fair, Travatar. I was homeschooled and I turned out great. Glad to hear it. Good for you. Those are the people who do the homeschooling wrong. There's homeschooling groups. Dude, I knew a girl that did homeschooling groups. So that was probably one of the weirdest girls I'd ever met. She was still my friend. Oh. I'm not going to elaborate on this story, but for those of you that have been here a while, do you remember the whole My Little Pony fight that destroyed a friend group? Yeah, it was with that homeschooled girl. That's where it happened. My Little Pony destroyed our friendship. Yeah, so I don't know. We were friends for a while until the topic of My Little Pony came up.
Bruh.
Why does MLP destroy so many friendships? Tug, you know exactly why it destroyed my friendship. You've heard the story enough times. My Little Pony friendship is gone. Literally, dude. Okay, fine. I'll retell it because I mean I do have a lot of new faces. I don't have a lot of people from like way back in the day. So essentially, long story short, I was really into My Little Pony. The friend group was into My Little Pony, and so as you know, children nowadays don't do this as much, but as you know, normal children used to do, we would take like our favorite franchise media and we would like role play it or whatever. Like it would be like, oh, you're this character, you're this character. Because again, we used our imaginations because we didn't have, you know, electronic devices and everything else. Hi, Hideki, welcome in. And so, like, we actually did fun things. We used our imagination, so we would all be like a different character and we would like role play, like our favorite shows or whatever. Way back in the day, I mean, I've been a VTuber for 4 years now. So I do have some leftover remnants from another life, if you will. But specifically, we were all role-playing My Little Pony. We were all choosing which ponies we were going to be. And then it gets to me. I'm like, I'm gonna be Rainbow Dash. Because I love Rainbow Dash. I was super sporty, if you guys have heard me talk about everything I did. Like, I ran varsity cross-country track once I got older, but I was still running before then. I did a bunch of sports. I was super athletic. And Rainbow Dash was my favorite. I'm like, Rainbow Dash is literally me. And then one of the girls had the audacity to turn to me and say, Miki, I'm Rainbow Dash. You can be Applejack because your family is full of rednecks and you live on a farm. And you see, I could have handled this well. However, I was a child and I did not handle it very well. Now, this is where I have to give you the context of, I do have the tism. And especially when I was younger, I struggled a lot with bluntness. And I was an incredibly rude child, not because I was trying to be rude, but it was the whole, like, facts don't care about your feelings thing. I would just very bluntly state facts with zero regard to how they would make people feel. And it would often come as really offensive. So, forgive young Miki for the next part of the story. And so, essentially, I turned to this girl. And I was like, excuse me, what? You're Rainbow Dash? And let's just say I stated a lot of facts about her physical physique. I will leave it at that. And say you could never be Rainbow Dash. You're more like Pinkie Pie. And, you can probably put 2 and 2 together there on how that went. I don't get it. Pinkie Pie was a baker, and so lots of sweets and stuff. And I was saying that she couldn't be Rainbow Dash because she was fat and like very unathletic. And so I said she should be Pinkie Pie because of her weight. Because if she told me I had to be Applejack because my family was all redneck and I lived on a farm, then I was like, then you should be Pinkie Pie because like all you do is eat. And yeah. It was very mean. It was very mean. And yeah, so that tore apart the friendship for sure. And so yeah, now anytime I'm compared to Applejack, I like get super triggered. I'm like, I'm not Applejack. I'm Rainbow Dash. I'm Rainbow Dash. Leave me alone. Oh no, this was a different one, Jasmine. As if you know me well enough in childhood stories I've told you about like getting in trouble with friends, young Miki had a really bad habit of calling people fat. Not like to insult them, but just like making a comment like, why are you so big? Like... Why are you so round? I don't know. Young child Miki just... Really? I don't know. I just... was it that I don't know if it was that I was just fascinated by fat people, or I just questioned why they looked that way. I don't know. But yeah, young Miki was really mean to fat people, apparently. Not even intentionally. I would just ask them how they got so fat. But obviously, like, that's really offensive, and I know that now. But young Miki could not be stopped, no matter how many times I would, like, make kids cry. And, like, adults would try to explain to me, you can't say that. I would be like, but why not? It's just a fact. Like, I'm just stating a fact. Like, I legitimately didn't understand. And then, you know, eventually I had to come to the hard lesson that, facts hurt feelings sometimes. And although I don't care about feelings in regards to facts, a lot of other people do. Isn't Applejack pretty athletic too? Well, I was a runner specifically, so I just really like Rainbow Dash, and it just offended me that she was saying because I was a redneck, I had to be Applejack. Once asked the pastor's wife, why are you so fat? That's what I'm saying. I don't know, kids just do that stuff sometimes. Facts hurt feelings. Yeah, being honest isn't a bad thing, but obviously there's a time and a place because sometimes it's just situationally inappropriate to make certain comments, and that's what I had to learn. Is that, you know, maybe let's not say those things. Just randomly. Kids gravitate towards fat people. Apparently, they do. They really do. I don't care that my facts hurt your fat child feeling. Oh my goodness. No, like I said, I fortunately eventually learned not to say things like that, but it took me a long time. What are the metaphysical characteristics of your body? Oh man, honesty among friends should be valued. Yeah, if you guys are curious about the apples to apples friend someone mentioned, that was actually my best friend. If you know what apples to apples is, it's like a child's version of Cards Against Humanity, where they like lay down a card and then you have like the adjectives in your hand. And the card that was laid down was my best friend, who happened to be the girl I was playing with. I was like probably 8, I don't know. And I looked at my hand and I laid down a card that said fat. And because I was just like, logically, that's, I don't know, it was just in my head. I was like, none of these logically make sense except fat, because unfortunately she was a little overweight. So I laid down the card fat, and then she started crying and told her mom on me. Yeah, Miki had a real problem with calling people fat and then being confused on why their feelings were hurt. You are mean? No, it's just literally, it's like, okay, so I have a card here, my best friend. Play the card that describes it most. There's like, fat, animal, Shakespeare, nature. And I was like, well, Shakespeare, nature, and animal don't make sense for my best friend. But fat, yeah, fat makes sense. And so I just played it. I wasn't even trying to be mean. I just rationally was like, that's the only card in my hand that made sense to me to play. Bro, I was the same as a child. I was just way more brutal. I know. Dude, but the card said fat, not plus size, so... I wasn't trying to be a bully. Little Miki sounds like a fun time in a ride. I definitely was. I got myself into a little trouble here and there over it, but it was never like anything bad. You were just following the rules of the game. Exactly! I was just playing the card that fit the most. I don't know. Reminds me of my friend's daughter calling me fat. I was like, I'm not even that big. Your dad is just scrawny. Yeah. You shouldn't apologize. Just pick your timing better. You could be a real savage with practice. I don't want to be a mean person. Like, I was never intending to be mean. I don't know. I was just existing. I like this cool idea that I learned in my interactions. 5 seconds. If someone cannot change something in 5 seconds, don't say anything. Oh yeah, 100%. Young Miki could have really benefited from that. Because I had no problem just asking people really inappropriate things about themselves. Hi Ben, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Once got in the whole fight when I was 8, because I was getting cooked in soccer. RIP. Miki is a child. You can't... Dude, I did so many things. You want to hear another... This is not a bad thing I did. This is a good thing. And also, hi G, welcome in. I had, whenever I was 4 years old, this is your friendly reminder that even if you don't know it or don't believe it, you're loved. Never forget you're important to someone. Yeah, of course. Thank you, Ben. You too. But when I was like 4 years old, I had tricked everyone in my life into thinking that I was like a prodigy. Because there was a book that I really liked. It wasn't even a picture book. Like it was a picture book, but like one of the larger picture books that's like kind of long, more than one sentence on the page. And when I was 4 years old, I memorized the entire book, word for word, from my parents telling it to me all the time. Because again, it was my favorite book. And so I memorized it word for word, as well as when to turn the pages. And then I went up to my parents and I was like, Mom, Dad, I can read now. And then I proceeded to like perfectly recite from memory the entire book with the page turns. And then my parents were like, oh my gosh, Miki is reading. And then they took me around to family and were like, look, Miki can read. And it was like not like it was age appropriate, but it was like made for older kids. And like I went around reading it. Oh yeah, it wasn't even a normal book. It was like a scientific book or something. Like it was like a science book. I don't even know. So it wasn't even like a normal storybook. I just memorized everything. And so like my family went around, like my parents went around to other family and were like, oh, look at Miki, like she can read, blah, blah, blah. Just to find out I actually could not read. I just memorized the entire book word for word, as well as when to turn the pages. Which arguably is more impressive than knowing how to read. But, you know. I bet you had the smuggest look. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No, because I couldn't read. I was 4 years old. I just memorized because my parents would read the book to me, and I just memorized it all. I called my kindergarten teacher a lying B-word when she lied about what I did in class. Oh my gosh. So bad. What else did I do? I remember as a kid, there was a cake with strawberries on it. And I really wanted to eat it. We were at a party. And my parents told me, like, Miki, do not touch the cake. Or the strawberries. Because I kept asking if I could have the strawberries off the top of it. And then my parents told me, specifically, keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch the cake. So Miki, again, being autistic and very literal, I was like, well, my parents said to keep my hands to myself. They didn't say anything about anything else. So when no one was around, I went up to the cake and using my mouth, ate all the strawberries off. Like, just straight up leaned over and then just like, ate them all off. And then when my parents came, they were like, Miki, we told you not to touch the cake. And I was like, I didn't touch the cake. I didn't. I kept my hands to myself. And my parents couldn't blame me because they're like, yeah, knowing you, Miki, we really should have like clarified a little bit more. But yeah, I made the mistake. Yeah, I know. Yes, Kyle, of course. I don't care about the cake. I just want the strawberries. Yeah, dude, I've never liked cake. That's part of the story. Nah, rest in peace, princess. I also sent another kid to the hospital on 2 occasions in pre-K and kindergarten. No. That would be hilarious to see. Yeah, that's just the kind of stuff I did all the time. Is like, I don't know, little Miki was like a genie where it's like you had to word everything very particularly. Otherwise, I would find a workaround. It wasn't even that I was trying to find a workaround. I just took everything so literally that I didn't consider the fact that, you know, parallel things should also not be allowed. My 10-year-old self says I'm very hard and study so much history. I took over the history part of maple syrup tour and the kid was so confused. That's funny. I prefer cheesecake, which is arguably a pie. I like cheesecake too. I don't like normal cake. Yeah. When I was 3, I saw my grandma. Biggest regret of my life till this day. I always feel so bad when I think about it and remember every detail of that day too, even though it was 14 years. Dang. I had a similar thing. A similar situation. I feel bad about that I will... except I was older. I will not elaborate on that. Miki... Little Miki also threw hands. I threw words and hands. Unfortunately, I was a bad kid, dude. Like, when I was younger, it was like a harmless kind of bad where I was just very blunt and accidentally said mean things. Even though they were true, but it's like I probably should have kept my mouth shut. But as I got older, it was no longer like normal, like being a kid. I was a mean kid. Not to people around me. I don't know. I just... It goes a lot with, too, if you guys have ever been around people... Like, I'm actually very good now, thanks to, like, therapy and medication throughout my life and things. But, so I seem well-functioning, but... I'm gonna be real, chat. I was very low-functioning autistic for a very long time. I've mentioned this briefly before, but I was mostly non-verbal until I was like 11 or so. I was like 10 or 11 when I started speaking. So I was very low-functioning for a long time. And like many, unfortunately, low-functioning individuals, I liked to throw hands whenever... Like, I would have like my autistic meltdowns. And during autistic meltdowns, young Miki did in fact throw hands. But I've learned not to throw hands anymore. Okay? I now know the meaning of keep your hands to yourself. That reminds me when I was a kid licking frosting off cupcakes because my mom said I couldn't have one, but I figured the frosting was fine because other people could still eat the cupcake. That's funny. As Miki got older, she realized the words alone could not solve the problems. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know, I got put in my place pretty quickly. Fortunately. I don't know, there's... Okay, now we're gonna... Okay, I put my little sister on blast a few times. I'm gonna put my parents on blast now. Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you somehow are watching this at the moment. There is a picture of me as a child that my parents posted on Facebook. And they had it to where they, like... Everyone thought it was just, like, a nice aesthetic photo of, like, me sitting next to a lake. Like, on a rock. Like, with my knees up, hugging my knees, staring at the lake. And it's, like, a picture from behind me. But here's the thing. Everyone's like, wow, such a nice, beautiful photo of Miki. So aesthetic. But what no one knows is the backstory behind why I was sitting there. And so, essentially, what happened was I was at the park. And we were, like, walking around. I don't know. And I was with my family. And I don't remember exactly what happened. So, also, one thing to note about me, I do not like physical contact. I don't like being touched. And I've gotten to where, as I've gotten older, like, I'm fine with it. Because I recognize, like, most people like touch. And, you know, they want to be hugged and, like, this and that. Especially if they're close to you. That's fine. But when I was younger, I had a really bad problem where I did not want anyone to touch me. Like, if you touched me, I would, in fact, throw hands with you. Because I did not like my... Again, it goes back to the autism thingy. And so, we were at the park, and my dad... Oh, dude, this is so embarrassing. But, like, my dad put his hand, like, on my shoulder / the back of my neck, and I turned around, and I B-word slapped my dad. I was, like, 10 years old. And then, obviously... It made a really big scene. It was just a knee-jerk reaction to being touched. And, it was... My dad handled it the best he could. He was obviously very, very, very upset. But there were a lot of people around, and he just kind of bit his tongue and was like, Miki, you need to walk away. I need you to walk away right now. I don't even want to look at you. And so then I went and I sat next to the lake and was, like, pouting. And that's where the photo came from. So, like, everybody on my parents' Facebook was like, "Ah, look at this photo of Miki." Little did they know, I had put myself in timeout for slapping my dad in public for putting his hand on my shoulder. Can we possibly get an MS Paint rendition of this picture? Sure. Let me see if I can give you my lovely art skills. Why not? Where is this? And then paint. Okay. That does not work. I'll do this. Okay, there we go. Okay. I need to remember how to change, like, the brush sizes. I couldn't figure out how to change the brush sizes on here before. Is it here? Oh, it is. Okay. So here's, like, the lake. I should have drawn grass first, actually. Alright, here. We'll have some grass. Yes. And then we'll go in with the lake. Wait. There we go. Then we have lake. Alright, we'll have like that. There were like some trees in the background too. But, I'm not gonna draw all those. Just pretend those are like little trunks of trees, okay? Cool, yeah. Can I change the color a little better? I don't know. I don't think I can really change the color. I mean, I know I can. I'm too dumb to figure that out. And so then there's like a rock here. Here's like a rock. And then we got... I'm being really artistic with this, you guys. We got some like... grass here. Yeah. I'll turn these ones into cattails. Whoop. Wrong color. I know cattails aren't orange. It's just I'm working with a limited color palette here, okay? Give me some grace. And then... Man, what color for myself? I mean, I'm not pink. Here, let me just give myself an outline first. Of, like, my body. Okay. Sure. And then... Let me give myself my hair. Alright, there we go. We have some hair. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then I'll just take some black and we can just kind of like outline. Just for clarity. Oh! Alpine, thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate it. Alright, those are like my knees here, you guys. That's like my back. Then like, imagine that's sure. There you go. See, this is how I was sitting. I tried, okay? I tried to outline it. So I don't know. I was just kind of like sitting there. Just like staring off into the distance. Thank you, Alpine. I really appreciate it. So that's the photo. So it like looks really aesthetic. Like I'm being like all pensive. Like staring at the lake. But really it's because I put myself in timeout for slapping my dad. And yeah, that's the full story behind that. So... You should become the next pirate software with MS Paint explanations? Dude, I don't even know how to use MS Paint. I don't even know how to change the... Oh, wait, there's a color wheel right here. Ah, okay. I gotta up my MS Paint skills before that. Alright, quit drawing. This is pretty good. Far better than I could do? Nah. I mean, anybody can learn. I was actually drawing before stream. I almost was late to stream because I ran out of, like... I wasn't paying attention to the time. But I have an art piece coming. Also, I would like the record to show I have changed the song I'm going to post as a cover for you guys multiple times. What do you use for your typical drawings? I use Ibis Paint X, and I draw on my iPad. It's so funny, your dad made you sit in timeout and then was like, wait, this is a great photo? Yeah, literally. That's exactly how it was. Yeah, I use Ibis Paint X. But I was drawing before stream because I don't know. Okay, so I've almost essentially finished an entire cover of the song, but like I want my first song cover to be like impactful. And so I keep changing the song. I had a song and I recorded half of it and then I changed it and then I recorded the entire second song. It needs cleaned up in some parts. But then today, I changed it again to a third song. So that's another reason you guys should be on my Patreon. Because if you're on my Patreon, you'll get to hear all of the songs. Because I'm changing it. Again. But, yeah. I'll still post the other ones eventually. It's just a matter of what order I'm going to post them in. Beautiful, they should call that the real story. Mad at you for slapping me, but hold up, you look tough though. Let me snap a pic. Exactly. That's exactly what my parents were thinking. Miki the Indecisive? No, it's just all of the songs I'm choosing. Guys, I try to be very intentional about my content. I still will be posting those. I just want the first cover to be something impactful. No, they're basically done, Jasmine. The second song I chose, I already have the music video done too. I made it all myself. So it's... To be honest, done. I just wanted to clean up a couple of the lines for, like, the mixing. And then it's ready to be posted. But I just realized, I'm like, man, is that what I want my first song to be? Because, again, I'll still post it. But I don't know. Covers of songs? Yeah, for a previous dono goal, I said I was going to release a song cover. And I've been working on that. But like I said, I almost fully produced. So if you have Patreon, you can see the snippet of the first song I was going to do, as well as the full song of the second one that I think I'm going to put on the back burner. Before, like, it got cleaned up. The whole song's there. I'm probably going to end up doing the third song, which I already mostly recorded today. And I'm actually working on cover art for that song now, because I'm fully producing it myself. Which means I'm doing the singing, as well as the mixing, as well as the art, as well as the music video. And, I don't know. I suddenly remembered this third song yesterday. Like, I literally forgot about it, but it was such an impactful song in my childhood. And I feel like it fits perfectly, like, thematically for what I was looking for. And that's what made me scrap everything. If it weren't for me randomly remembering this song, I would have probably kept it with the second one. It is not. It is not always. Y'all would likely not know this song. Some of you might, but I don't know. No, there's not as... I mean, there might be a song called Something Impactful, but... I don't know. But yeah, like I said, the first song... There's like a tiny snippet on, Oh, hold on. I got a message I gotta respond to. Ooh, all of these are so cute. Dang. Sorry, this is important. This is group stuff. I'm trying to be, like, time sensitive. That one's really cute. Alright, cool. Looking a little... It is not Rammstein. No, it is not. Not Megalobit. You guys are not gonna You're not gonna know what song it is. I can tell you the first song that I was gonna do. It is not. No, Yanda, no. It's not that one. It's actually quite literally the most antithetical thing it could be to that. It's literally as opposite as it gets from that song. The song that I'm gonna be doing now is a Christian song. I will say it's a Christian song, and it is Christian rock. Oh, I didn't realize my face was blocking my tracking. I'm afraid this is gonna turn into a yapping stream, guys. It's fine. It is what it is. It is not Dragula. No. Hi, Rabbit. Welcome in. No, it is not. You guys are not going to guess it. I promise you. If someone guesses it, I'll tell you, but I guarantee you're not going to guess it. It's a very niche song. And it's probably not what you would expect me to sing. It is not still. Okay, the first song I was going to do a cover of Amane from Milgram's Trial 1 song, Magic. Which is very thematically fitting. So that was the first song I was going to do. And I recorded like the first little bit of the song before I changed it to a different song, because I decided I wanted my first song to be an English song rather than Japanese, even though I like doing Japanese songs. So I changed to an English song, which the second song I actually sang during karaoke. That's the biggest hint you'll get. The most recent karaoke, I did sing it. But this third song y'all have not heard me sing, and you probably would not guess. I know a ton of niche singers and bands. I mean, I wouldn't say they're niche, but it's definitely like earlier 2000s Christian rock. It is not by Switchfoot. I do need to get your Blue Play request done, but no, that is not gonna be my first official cover. Let me see. My mom sent me a TikTok of naked cats fighting each other. Like, you know, like bald cats. No, always, it is not. It's a Christian song. It is a Christian song I'm doing. So, not it. But I promise y'all will like it. It is not by Nirvana either. If you guys guess the band, I'll give you the band maybe. But I don't know, but I don't even know if you guys would guess that. Like I said, it's kind of niche. I loved it. It was like my favorite Christian song as a kid, but I low-key forgot about it until I randomly saw a band covering it on TikTok, like yesterday. I legit Google Christian rock VTuber would sing, and that's what came up with? No. I mean, Switchfoot does have some good music. Like, I like, Dare You to Move? Whatever. I don't know. It's not from Hillsong. It's not from Hillsong. Although there might be a Hillsong song in the future. But... Hands On by Kanye West. No! I'm gonna guess with 100% accuracy. Is it a Christian rock song you heard as a kid? Yeah, it's an older one. It's an older one. I listen to it constantly on, like, my MP3. Here. Let me see. It is an older band, too. It's an older band. And I'm singing this band's... Okay, I'm giving you all hints. It's this band's biggest hit. And they're an older brand, and they're a trio. Would a megachurch play this? No. A megachurch would not play this. Yeah, Hillsong is not niche. No, Eldon. There's some cool Christian songs I'd like to simulate. That's fine. I don't know any of those songs. It's more of a blue gospel, man. I will also... Here. I'll let you guys guess, because this is fun now. Alright, always got it. It's DC Talk. Alright, there you go. I was about to say, I'll start feeding you more. Alright, always guessed it. It is from DC Talk. So now it's just the song. It's gonna be a DC Talk song. And I'm currently working on the art for it. I love DC Talk. It's gonna be a banger. Like I said, I just randomly, like, got put into the past whenever I heard the song yesterday. And I was like, I know it. This is what I need my first song to be. It's like so relevant to me. This is the song I need to do. And so that is the song I'm doing. And it is Jesus Freak. Yeah. Yes, I am hoping to do Jesus Freak by DC Talk. That is the one that I am going to be covering. It is, in fact, Jesus Freak. So there you go. There's a lot more Christian rock and music than I thought. There's a ton of it. It's most of what I listen to. It's not niche. Oh, I know it's not niche. I'm just saying that, like... You don't hear it so much nowadays. I don't know. I guess maybe if you still listen, but it's older. Because most people think of, like, more gospel-y stuff. So, in the realms of Christian rock, yeah, it's pretty popular. But not everybody listens to Christian rock. Kind of like how Dave was saying that they didn't even know there was that much Christian rock. So if you know Christian rock, you probably know DC Talk, but... Dracula's pretty close. Oh, a niche song? No, I mean, I guess it's not niche. Fine. I'll correct myself. Just like I said, a lot of people don't listen to that. It's their biggest song. DC Talk's, like, biggest song, allegedly. But I loved it as a kid. And I've already, like... I recorded a lot of it today. But it's definitely going to take me a little longer to produce because there's all of the different, like, background vocals and everything. I knew a classic woman from my country, but only her, basically. I see. Hi, G. Welcome in. Glad to have you. That's why I couldn't guess. I'm sorry, okay? I gaslit you. Because originally I wasn't going to let you guys guess it. I was just going to force you to, like... Wait. I've never listened to Christian rock. It's so good. I listen to a lot of it. I don't know. I listen to more gospel worship Christian music. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of, like, gospel-y kind of ones. Like, I guess sometimes. But a lot of the stuff I listen to is more, like, on the rock or alternative side of things. Even when it comes to, like, my Christian music that I listen to. I mostly just listen to my Christian stuff now. I really enjoy it. Anyways. Yeah, this has definitely turned into a chatting stream. That's how it be, I guess, sometimes. Ooh. I don't really listen to rock in general. Mostly only listen to country. That's fair. Everybody has their own genres. So, makes sense. Yeah, and with, I'm excited with Jesus Freak. Y'all will... my rapping will get to make a cameo in it as well. Because if you guys have been here a while, you know I can do rap. I can rap. It's nothing crazy. I mean, I've done actual rap, but I would say DC Talk is pretty easy song, but I get to have a little fun rap cameo in it, which I'm really excited for. It's like that was always my favorite part growing up about the song. Always my favorite part. Which is more I say, like, it's probably not something you would expect little anime girl on the internet to be doing that song, but whatevs. Have to save the filler episode for another stream? Yeah. It's just because I got yapping and I had a lot of stuff going on. The rapping Jesus Freak? That means In the Club was a close guess. Sure. I've been listening to Pentatonics lately. I know them. I used to listen to them a tiny bit. They're alright. To be honest, I don't listen to a ton of music in general. Other than when I'm singing. I like to sing, which I guess is weird because I don't like listening to music. But I do like to sing. I'll just like sing a cappella to myself. I don't know. Do I have water? I do have a water. One sec, gonna hydrate. Yeah, I know they have a wide range. I've definitely seen that. Dude, my nose is like awful. I listen to Christian. I like hymns. And that's fair too. Like I said, I like them too. But I also like, again, most of the music I listen to nowadays is more Christian now. So I don't stick purely to like hymnal worship stuff. I like other things as well. The music listening is a lot, but random. I could name a famous artist to save my life. That's fair. I have a wide mix. I don't really listen to any one person religiously. I just kind of mix between like one or two songs out of a bunch of different people, I guess. I don't know. But I still really like it. I just like to sing. Could use a few other arrangements for concerts. Nice. I like my handful of pick songs. Fair. Y'all organize your songs in playlists or put them in one, like, all in one? I mostly have my, liked songs I play. I occasionally have playlists where I can, like, refine them a little bit. Plum, I literally have seen that before. I love that video you just sent me. They do a great hallelujah. Nice. I haven't really listened to any music in a long time. When I did, it was never anything that came out after the 90s. Fair. Mainly because I grew up in a small church with one piano and a lot of hymnal books. That's fair. It's just because, like I said, I like to listen, especially nowadays, to mostly Christian music. And so, I don't like just hymnal things. I like to listen to things that are a little more modernized as well. Because there's a ton of really good stuff like that, you know? One of the things that randomly plays in my head for no reason. Yeah. Hey, Miki, I won't go into detail for a number of reasons, like not wanting to trauma dump, but there's a personal thing I'm struggling with right now, and I just wanted to ask for a prayer. Yeah, I mean, I can pray for you. You know, you don't have to share details or anything, but I do pray for you guys whenever you mention stuff is going on. So, yeah, of course. I am more than happy to pray for anyone who needs it. You know, I can't promise I'm, like, free 24/7, and, you know, as all of y'all basically know, I don't do DMs or anything, but and you know, we don't do trauma dumping, but if you have something bothering, you know, if you just want like a simple prayer, I always like to pray for all of you guys kind of as a whole. And if anyone has mentioned, you know, anything going on in their life recently, I tend to try to pray for you guys too, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Oh, show. I always wish you guys the best. Always. My own little form of parasocialism. I never got to listen much for Christian music or religious at all, mostly because it doesn't feel sincere to do so. I'm a silent prayer type. Well, I am too, Defa. But it's just the problem for me is I still like to listen to music sometimes. But, you know, there's a lot of secular music out there. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I've listened to plenty of it, but I think I'm starting to get to a point where I'm like, I don't really care to listen to it as much. Like, I don't want to hear it, like all the secular stuff. And that's where I just listen to a lot of, you know, Christian music. Because you have to realize not all Christian music is, like, necessarily talking about worship. Christian music is like a pretty overarching genre that could just have Christian themes in general. Like I listen to a lot of like Christian rock. There's a lot of like Christian emo music where it's just talking about, you know, like your problems and stuff. Where it's parallel to a lot of how secular music is, but like with a Christian twist on it. And I really like those. Pray for all the Sharkies here as well. Yeah! Yeah. You guys are all in God's hands. He's got all of you guys covered, so just hang in there. When I'm feeling mentally off, I listen to my playlist. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still listen to normal music sometimes, but especially if I am just like struggling mentally, I listen to Christian music because it tends to have way more positive like messages behind it. Taking it into consideration, I like those classic near Latin music type of echo. Oh, nice. I had a massive playlist of the songs that give me a certain unspecified feeling. I don't know how to describe it, but it's something else on top of just generally liking the song. That's fair. That's fair. Everybody's a little bit different. For me, modernish music, oh no, I agree, Travatar. Actually, I don't listen to a lot of like overly modern stuff. I still stick in the like 2010s or so. My Miki came down with COVID. No, really? Yeah, of course, Hideki. I hope you feel better soon. Like I said, I always try to pray for you guys the best I can. I can't promise, you know, that I'll remember every single thing, but I really do try to. And I always wish you guys the best. Seriously. And that's why I have like my little Sunday streams as well. Is because I just want to encourage people, you know? Your avatar is so cute. Thank you, Jelly. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm an angel shark. Although you can't see my wings right now. Technically a magical girl. Here's my wings. I like some modern stuff for a specific vibe. I sometimes find random gems for some emotional states. Oh yeah, me too. Took me hearing you say it that I realized Owl City is the same guy that made Fireflies. Yeah, it is. Hi. Oh, I'm just gonna call you Pendragon. Hi, Pendragon. Welcome in. Is it Drakael? I'm assuming? I just saw a reel about you being a Christian VTuber, but saw the shark detail and I was sold. Yeah, I'm actually an angel shark. Yeah! And I didn't know this. Vigover, thank you so much for the follow. I didn't know people were unaware that an angel shark is an actual type of shark. Everyone's been under the assumption I'm like a shark angel. And like I am a shark angel, but I'm specifically an angel shark angel. You know? And so it always makes me laugh a little bit. So it's a good way to like tie everything together. But I do have a little shorky tail. Hold on, where is... me, you know. Bum bum bum. Look at my little shorky tail. Yeah. Tell me whatever you want. Okay. Let's do a lot of Skybrows and today music in the VTuber AI Skybrows. You have some good stuff. I've heard of it before. Yeah, it's my full model. Yes, very bouncy. I forgot. I have a drink. Oh. I can have a nice refreshing lemonade. Pink lemonade to drink while here at the beach. Tasty. Funny that I got here at random and found out you're a Christian VTuber. Got me differently in these times where I've been questioning my own position in faith. Well, super glad to have you here. Glad to have everybody here. You're all welcome, regardless of, you know, your current beliefs or affiliation, whatever else. They aren't shark enthusiasts like us. Angel sharks are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Vigo. I appreciate it. Yeah, because everyone's like, oh, a shark angel. I'm like, I'm an angel. Or people, dude, it would drive me nuts because I would say, like, I'm an angel shark VTuber. And then people would be like, what kind of shark? An angel shark. And they're like, yeah, I get it. You're an angel and a shark. But what kind of shark? And I'm like, an angel shark. That's literally what I am. Yes, I am, Kristen. Yeah, I do Bible study streams every Sunday. And the dogs always stay hidden. I mean, I have some cool sneakers, but you can't tell from, like, the front. They look cooler from the side, so yeah, no feetsies. I'm allowed to say what I am? I mean, yeah, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, you know, we just are respectful of everyone, regardless of their beliefs. You know, if we disagree, just keep it, you know, respectful and just be mindful of other people and the conversation topics. Whatevs. Is that a pina colada? Nah, it's like a pink lemonade. See? Hee. They look like stingrays? Yeah, they're real flat. They're real flat, because here. Magical girl transformation. Let me put my drink away first. Haha! See? Now do you guys notice it's supposed to be like a front view of an angel shark? Everyone, I guess, thought that my sweater has like a manta ray on it. It's not a manta ray. It was supposed to be an angel shark. It's supposed to be an angel shark. And see, it has like the little halo on it. But it's supposed to be me. I should have added like little wings to it. But it's not like a little manta ray. It's supposed to be like a little angel shark. Like me. It's a pillow with eyes. No. It's obviously like a cartoon, like clip art version. Like from the front view. But yeah. It's supposed to be because, you know, angel sharks are flat. They look like stingrays. Yeah. They're flat. That's why originally they didn't know angel sharks were sharks. They thought that they were in the monkfish family. But then, which, you know, monkfish are flatfish. That, like, you know, hide in the sand. Because angel sharks are also ambush predators. They like, bury themselves in the sand. And then they, like, rah, jump out. And then they eat you. So yeah, for a while they thought that angel sharks were actually monkfish, but then they found out that they were actually in the shark family. So yeah, a flat shark, there's a joke in there to be made. Yes, a flat shark. Angel sharks are quite flat. That also is a running joke. And, but dude, people just, I don't know. People are too dense for the joke. Angel sharks are flat? Yeah, they are. Yeah, like me. I'm not highly religious, but I do enjoy looking into the mythology of Christianity. Like, currently I'm trying to memorize the 9 classes of angels. Nice. Wait, did I do that command wrong? Do what command wrong? I don't know. Really easy to make the stingray comparison. They're closely related to sharks. Yeah. Yeah. And that's like that one video with the 2 joggers. The one guy asked the Asian lady, but where are you from? Because she's of Korean descent, but she was born in America. Yeah. On the fan art, do we not have a fan art command? We don't have the fan art command anymore. You can make fan art. Just do ! socials. On my website, if you go there, it has my reference sheet as well as my fan art rules on there. Because I do have a full, like, 3-angle reference sheet on my website. You can see all of my previous art on my gallery tab. And then if you go to the About section, you'll see my reference sheet and my fan art rules. So yeah. Have you eaten monkfish? It tastes good? I see. Christ is king, yeah. Gotta swim with nurse sharks, nice. I used to work at an aquarium whenever I was younger. And my favorite part of my job was getting to swim with the stingrays. Because I live in Texas. And it's always like very hot here. And we, like, half the time in the summer, like the AC was like broken. And so, whenever it would get too hot, I would just ask if I can do like a stingray presentation. And then I was allowed to get in the tank with the stingrays. And so I would just sit in the water with the stingrays and talk to people about stingrays. While also getting to stay cool in the water. It was like the best perk of the job. What job did you not have? I've had every job. We've been over this. Nah, it was so fun. I really liked it. You've done everything? I really have. I've lived quite a life. I'm from the UK. When we were kids, they used to let us pet the stingrays in an aquarium near me. I don't know if you're allowed to anymore. Aw. Well, I let people typically pet the stingrays because they're fine as long as you're being mindful. I know some places even allow you to feed the stingrays. Like they have little fishies you can buy to feed them. Which was always fun. Yeah, I liked working in the stingray exhibit. And then I also liked working the touch tank. The cursing problem's so real sometimes. It's hard to hold your tongue when mad or upset. Yeah, that's how it be. I heard manta rays are quite friendly. Yeah. Bro swam with the sharks. I hope he did no money. LOL. Nah, I mean, it was a great job. I really enjoyed it. And that was, like, whenever I was significantly younger. That was technically my first job. Yeah, that was technically... Yeah, it was. Jelly, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, my first job was working at the aquarium because I was 14. I was 14 and technically I was too young. But through, like, parent permission, like, you were allowed to get hired that young. So, because originally I was going to work at the zoo. Because the zoo hired 14-year-olds. But the aquarium, you had to be, I think, 16, if I remember correctly. But they ran out of openings for, like, people at the zoo. And I was really depressed about that because I had like the animaltism. And I liked ocean animals too. But I had already gone to like the seminar to work at the zoo. And like I'd gone through training. But then, you know, I was last on the list, so I couldn't work the job. But then they were like, oh, well, like Miki is really mature and well behaved. Like the main reason we don't let them at the aquarium work so young is because typically they're alone more often and like working the touch tank and like handling animals while alone. And they typically don't like little kids, but they're like, Miki has been like our best student in like the class. So they ended up hiring me even though I was only 14 to do it. So it was cool. Dude, actually, there were so many parts I liked. I liked the stingrays. I liked working the touch tank. And then there was Albert the alligator. I loved getting to do presentations with Albert. He was a baby alligator. And so we had him like on a leash and we get to take him out and we would get to like show him off to people and let people pet him. And I got to hold Albert all the time and like walk around with him. He was so cute. I miss him too. Yeah, like I said, I really did do a lot of stuff. Say hello to my little Miki friend. My claim to fame as my first kiss was with a sea lion. Mother sea lion. So I used to make the joke of being into older women. That's hilarious. Did Albert do the laser noise? No, unfortunately. Sounds cool. If it wasn't broke, I would visit the aquarium here. Feels wrong to be Brazilian. I've never seen an Amazon animal. Aww. Yeah, it's really cool getting to see animals and stuff. I just work with them. I really like doing it. Alligator being walked on a leash. Now that's something you don't see. Well, we're not really like walking him on a leash. We're typically holding him because he was a baby alligator. And so Albert was like maybe 3 feet from like snout to tail. Hi, Ryuko. Welcome in. I think snout to tail, he was probably around 3-ish feet long. So he was a baby still. A very small baby. Yes. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Yes. He was great. No, I did not take him to the movie theater. He never caused problems either. Glitch, thanks so much for subbing on YouTube. I lived in Florida for 20 years. They were common to me? Yeah. They were fun. It was just fun getting to carry him around and stuff. And getting to hold a little alligator and walk around. I think only one time did he cause problems, and that was because some little kid was being a little bit disrespectful. And like poking at him. And it ended up making Albert upset. So that was the only time I had to do the like quote-unquote emergency protocol. Which is typically tell everyone, get back! Like, get away! And then as quickly as possible, put Albert on the ground and then also run away. Just, that was like the emergency protocol for like if Albert got too feisty or like upset. Is to just set him on the ground and like tell everyone to get away from him. And then I also to get away from him until he like stopped tweaking out. And then I would like be able to pick him up. And then as soon as he was ready to like safely be picked back up, I would take him back to his enclosure. But really only one time. It was just like, yeah, he did want to bite that kid. Well, it's because we always like, it's how you tell kids like the 2-finger rule. Like only use 2 fingers and you just pet them lightly with like 2 fingers. Because again, one of the problems with kids is they like to grab and pull. And so you can alleviate that. And this is something if you have kids or work around kids, I highly recommend it. If they're touching something fragile or a living creature, 2-finger rule. It's your pointer finger and then the next finger over. And then you just gently pet with the 2 fingers. It eliminates them like grabbing, pinching, pulling. And it makes it much more manageable that way. But yeah, no, this kid wanted to like grab them. You could grab poor Albert. I have trouble finding your character sheet. It's on the About tab on my website. If you go down, it's also pinned on my Twitter. If you do socials, if you look at my Twitter, it's also pinned there. Hi Amy, welcome in. Why was I expecting Albert to be this giant 1-ton fully grown alligator? Nah, I wouldn't have been able to carry around a 1-ton alligator. Live in the state with more gators than people? Fair, fair. Yeah, Albert was chill. I don't know. It to be what it to be. Also, you guys, I just forgot to mention this. Have you ever played the game Honor of Kings? I have not. I don't think so. What state do you think it is? I was going to say Florida, but if it's not Florida, I would say Louisiana. Two-finger rule is a genius idea. I gotta steal that. Yeah, it's pretty common for people that work with children. That's why I always recommend, even if you're just a parent dealing with kids, it's a great way to get them to keep their hands to themselves, or like let them touch something without having to worry about them messing it up. Someone draw a strong woman to Miki carrying a one-ton alligator. LOL. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna mention is in about a week, it's gonna be my 6-month anniversary, you guys. Which is crazy, considering how much we've been growing. So I am at just over 13.4k on YouTube. I posted a short about it today. But one of my goals when becoming a VTuber was I wanted to try to hit 10k on YouTube within my first year. And I hit 10k before even 6 months. In fact, didn't I hit 10k before I even debuted? I think I hit 10k before I debuted. I needed to check that, actually. Channel. Let me see. I did? Dude, that's so crazy. Yeah, I know I have it written in my panels. I hit 10k on YouTube on May 2nd. So nearly 2 months before my debut. But I'm growing more. So now, I mentioned that my goal now is to hit 20k within my first year. Which I would think is overly ambitious, but considering my current growth, I honestly think it might be achievable, especially because YouTube's been growing more and more. Like literally yesterday, for a little bit, we had more viewers on YouTube than we did on Twitch, which is crazy. So this new VTuber, I started streaming here February 12th. So yeah, I currently am multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, I started February 12th. I debuted June 26th. I just did a little bit of like pre-debut streaming. Did not expect to blow up as much as I did though. I'm very grateful for everything I've received. I found you at random Sunday. No idea how or why you got recommended to me. Oh, mint model? Well, this is my only model. I was pre-debut before this. I had a placeholder, but this is my only like official model. Found you on a website called HoloList. Yeah, guys, I forgot to tell you. That's the other thing. I am now officially on HoloList. If you guys know HoloList. Because the admin of HoloList actually reached out to me and asked if I could be added, and if I could give them a PNG so that they could check me, they could add me to HoloList. So that's super cool. Yeah, they reached out to me, which is a big achievement to get added to HoloList, I believe. You're officially a VTuber? I know. Because I know some people like reach out to ask to be added. But I didn't even have to ask. They reached out to me to add me to HoloList. Which I think is super cool. So yeah, I officially made it, guys. Mom, Dad, are you proud? I'm a real VTuber now. I'm a real girl now. I found you through Doomschooling on TikTok. Fair. Sure, Echo. You know what? If that's what you want to do with your life, I mean, you should be in jail, probably. But their photos need to be updated. Of what? Oh, no. I'm a magical girl. See? Oh, I clicked the wrong button. No, that's my main outfit. I would just have my casual outfit. So they don't need to be updated. See? This is like my main look. I gave them that PNG. I'm just a magical girl, so I also have a casual model. But I stream with both. But this isn't my main one. Yeah, no, you're fine, Jasmine. I'm talking about other VTubers? What do you mean? I guess I don't know what you mean. I mean, that's up to them to get it updated if that's not the model that they still use. I mean, I'm not the one that's in charge of that. I don't handle any of those things. So, I only have me, really. Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And these aren't their streams either, Amy. So it doesn't really matter to be talking about them. People sometimes have such a way with words. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Because, like, here's the thing. When you're a content creator, you gotta have, like, thicker skin. Maybe I got recommended you because I watched Rev and Nux. You're also very religious. Now it has me curious. I mean, that's definitely possible. I do have, some loose relations with other creators. I mentioned to everybody, good night, Pendragon. Real words only hurt if you let them in your heart. Yeah, dude, especially on Instagram. Like, I told you guys the other day, I had someone, oh, wait. LOL. That's funny. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I saw what Tech messaged me. But Instagram Reels, I unironically got a comment the other day on like the most random, like normal video ever. And verbatim, it said, I hope a home intruder... Sorry, words. I hope a home intruder comes and shoots you in both your legs so you can't run away and then rapes you for hours on end. Unironically, like, someone commented that verbatim on my Instagram Reel, and I was like, man, these people be wilding. Like, my feelings weren't even hurt. I was just like, man, how mentally messed up are you that, like, you just comment that on random people's posts for fun? Like, I feel like that says way more, but I didn't even delete the comment. I just publicly shamed them, and then I think they got reported and it was taken down. It was so funny, though. I can't talk, get baited into bleach arguments on Instagram. Fair. Next makes sense. I used to barely watch him, got a bit stressed out by all the drama. That's fair. But yeah, no, people have been leaving weird things like that all the time. And so it's been funny, like, seeing... Yeah, I've seen... I mean, I have a lot of nice people on Instagram. I've had my account, like, 2 months, and I'm already about to hit 10K. So there's a ton of good people, but there's been a lot of, like, people just leaving... the weirdest hate comments. Like, they don't even offend me. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe that, like, out of all the things you could have chose to said, that's what you chose. Can I send my fan art through email? Yes, absolutely you can. No problem. But it is what it is. I don't really have a problem. Again, being a content creator, you just have to learn to have a bit of a thick skin and not let those things bother you. I love Telelist so much because it keeps track of favorite VTubers and meet new ones, like the VTuber Shimoda. As soon as I saw mine, I love them. I mean, that's fair, Amy. The internet has made it where crazy and messed up people can hide behind a screen, and it's gotta be bad for society. Yeah, I have the Mike Tyson quote I always mention. It's like, the internet has made people way too comfortable saying things and not getting punched in the face for it. That's how I see it, so I don't take anything of offense. Like, someone literally, like... People always... Here's the ironic part. They leave hate comments from, like, a private account, and then they sit there and clown on me for being a VTuber and wanting anonymity. I'm like, bro, you do realize the irony, right? You're literally commenting nasty hate comments from a private account. So... You say I'm a pussy for not showing my face and choosing to be this? Well, I think you're a pussy for leaving such crude hate comments on a private account. Like, come on. Say it with your whole chest, bro. Say it with your whole chest. Like, look me in the eyes. Oh, yeah, you won't because you're afraid. You know? It's just crazy. I had someone call me a demon and tag the FBI for disagreeing with a part of Catholicism. Oh, Lord. I finally got the interview I've been waiting for on this Thursday after like a week or so. Nice, QB. I think there are bot accounts that go around and say completely unhinged stuff. Yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes, but unfortunately, a lot of times it is a real person. Ooh. Mike Tyson was onto something, and so why I talk to people's faces, yes. I used to make content a long time ago. I got a stalker who made psychotic death threat videos and linking it to mythology, so since with education stuff, I stopped. Well, that's exactly how it is. Like, people like to clown on VTubers, but it's like... There's a lot of reasons for being a VTuber. Personally, I had... Similarly, a lot of very bad stuff happened to me IRL, and I was a creator before this. Like, I've been in the content creation industry a while, in various places. I even did, like, overseas idol stuff. I did performances and concerts. But I've seen the bad side of people, so that's why I'm a VTuber. It's not that I have anything to hide, but it's more so I don't trust other people. And I have seen how nasty fan bases can be. Especially, like, as a woman on the internet, there's always gonna be someone weird out there that takes things way too far. And so at least being a VTuber, there's, like, a sense of removal and privacy, where obviously there's gonna be stalkers that still can sometimes push through and dox people, get your real information. But I find being a VTuber is way safer than being a face cam streamer. Because there's way less to worry about. And people don't understand that. They're like, everybody is just a VTuber because they're ugly and insecure. And like, they blah, 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 blah. And it's like, to be honest, I feel like that's the minority. Most people are VTubers because they value their privacy. And the internet is a really scary place and they don't want their personal information everywhere. Luckily, I'm not very active at all online. I have near zero social media. I try to deal with direct stuff online, but IRL had plenty of stuff happening. Yeah. Sometimes I think the internet was a mistake. Oh, it totally was a mistake. I agree. Showing your face as a content creator is crazy because there's crazies out there. It's terrifying. Exactly, dude. Because if they have your face, especially with the rise of AI now, they can find you anywhere. And even like the flock cameras, dude. Like, if someone has your face, with all the AI tools, they can easily find your name, your address, your phone number. It makes it so much easier for stalkers. Where, obviously, again, VTubers can still get doxxed if people try hard enough, or if they're the kind of VTubers that flesh post. But it's generally way safer, and you can delay, you know, anything crazy like that from happening for a good while. And it mostly becomes a concern for much bigger creators than me. It's harder to swat a VTuber. That too. The concept of swatting is terrifying. Well, you don't want to heighten your chances of being doxxed and swatted by being a flesh tuber? Hell no. It's crazy. Again, people are bonkers. I've been doxxed, threatened, and people try to get me fired. I'm not really concerned about them. Oh, that's fair. Like I said, a lot of it too is just being a woman. It's like, I don't want to deal with that because especially like being a disabled woman, like let's be real here, I can't defend myself very well. I have fish, but that can only go so far. What if I'm alone or something, you know? And so I just find it better to avoid that. I only use social media because it's the only option to make friends fair. No problem, Vigo. Take care of yourself. Appreciate you being here. Got any guns? I do not keep guns for my own personal reasons because your girl has a personality disorder, and although sane Miki, who you're talking to right now, can be trusted, there is a side of Miki that cannot be trusted, and I would rather eliminate potential threats to myself before they become an issue. Nah, it's all good. I'd just rather not have it there. Any jealous white lady can find someone's address and phone number with a photo and first name? Exactly, always. Hi, Pufferfish. Welcome in. Yes, I am a shark. Miki knows I am not afraid of being doxxed. To the armory in my basement? Yeah. Most places in America ban guns? No. Not really. You can't ban guns because we in America have the right to ban arms. We can ban guns from being in certain buildings, like government facilities, schools, etc., but they're not banned. There's nowhere where it's illegal to have a gun in America in sense of, like, just possession. Like, obviously, some places have stricter criteria for getting a gun and having licenses, but no, you can have a gun anywhere. Because literally, that is the Second Amendment. We have the right to bear arms. Like, it's literally in the Constitution. You can have guns. I forget nowadays it's harder to find friends without the net. Yeah. Cities are the only ones that attempt to ban them. Yeah, but they can't. Like you said, you can ban it from specific locations, but you can't own them here. Nowhere can it be illegal to own guns. It can only be illegal to take them in certain places. I live in Texas, so we even have open carry. But everywhere, you can have guns within your own home. And also, with proper licensing, you can concealed carry for the most part. Unless it's in certain buildings. Such as, again, like government facilities, etc. Especially with dealing with depression, because my mom passed away and it's been rough. I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. That's the unfortunate thing, is that, you know, eventually people in our lives pass away, but, you know, it's best to keep them close to our hearts. And, you know, honor their memories at all times. So don't be sad. Hi, Migo. Welcome in. Second thing our founding fathers thought was important after freedom of speech was the right to own a gun. Exactly. Because you can protect yourself from anything that comes your way. Even if the government wanted to ban guns, they're probably too lazy to do it because it would take so much to change the constitution. Yeah. We'll leave Cali for a state with better gun laws. It sucks here. Yeah. Messina and all. Nice. Nice, Delhi. Yeah, I mean, I like it here in Texas. Again, we have open carry even, so pretty cool. The way America handles guns is something I admire. We don't have such things here in Brazil, and it really shows. Yeah, that's fair. I have no idea what you're talking about, Tarpool. I feel like Tarpool's very behind in stream because I have no idea what they're talking about. And yes, it is very, very hot in Texas. Absolutely, it struggles. And I'm doing good, Mango. How about yourself? Hopefully you're doing good. And good night, Rabbit. Take care of yourself. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. We're right at the 2-hour mark. Talking about the stream title? Yeah, it's my debut Donothon. And I didn't debut days ago. I debuted June 26th. It's my debut Donothon. Still, as you can see, there's still a timer. So it's accurate. It seems like there's a lot of streamers that live in Texas. I wonder why. Well, if you think about it like this. Like, statistically speaking, most people live in Texas. Like, Texas is very high population density. It's very large. So, it's way bigger than, like, other states. Like, multiple states could fit into this one. So, it's less that everybody lives in Texas. And more so that Texas is such a big space that statistically it's pretty likely for people to be here. It was 95 in Louisiana today. I feel like it was 107. Yeah. It is hot. Yeah, also, yeah, a lot of businesses are moving here, which is making, like, the population boom, too. Because they're all moving, like, their HQ around Dallas and everything. It's because more people stay inside because it's Texas. LOL. Not true. Too. No, we get snow days. We've had snow days basically every single year for the last few years, Keen. It just depends on where you're at. So, yeah. Yeah, it's currently today 92, feels like 94 because it's cooling off. But it was over 100 earlier. It's gonna be over 100 all week, man. Rest in peace. Never been, but I want to go to Texas. I live next to it. Hopefully one day. One day! Texas also has more guns than races. Texas is one of the places I often wonder what it would be like to live on. One day, maybe. It's pretty nice here, I think. I like to watch snow fall like rain through the glare of the snow is murder. Huh? Are you in dry heat? I'm near the Dallas area, so I don't know really. I guess it's typically a more dry heat here, I'd say. The country has more guns than citizens by 2x. Yeah. I'm in northern Canada. Now that is snow days. That's fair. When the sunlight hits the thick snow, it blinds people? Oh, I see. I just couldn't understand because I don't know if you typed like rain, though the glare off the snow is... Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it. It just took me a second. My brain wasn't working. Also, this is my informal announcement that in 1 month, I will be taking time off. I am informally submitting a time off request for September 4th through 6th. Just letting you guys know. I'm informally submitting my time off. I will submit it in writing lately. Denied? Too bad. Too bad. I'm already gone. I'm already gone. I already have my tickets. I already have my hotel. I already have my tickets, so screw you. You can't deny me. You can't deny me my time off. Because I'm the boss here. LOL. You've not accrued enough PTO? Bruh. No, I'm gonna be gone September 4th through 6th. Off to Japan? Kinda, not really. It's San Japan, the convention. I'm gonna be going to Amine convention. But I already bought tickets and I already bought hotel, so I'll be gone. to new try again next year. LOL. You can't do this to me. I built this company. Nah. I'll be there too. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'll be incognito. None of you will know I'm there. But I will be gone. I thought it was a sister wedding. No, my sister's wedding is in January. No, I've never gone to San Japan before. I go to a lot of local conventions. I've been to all the ones in the DFW area, but never outside of it. And I've always wanted to go to San Japan. So I'm gonna be doing that this time. So, yeah! Wait, Naomi, you know Mango? Wait, that's so funny. LOL. Yeah, Mango's only been here for a little bit, Naomi, but Mango knew my past life. Mango was there for my past life and recently, on my past life, emailed my past life email like, you good? And then I was like, haha, actually, secretly, I'm over here. So now Mango's here now. Finally got the memo 6 months late. Wait, do you know what? Did I miss something? Oh, do you know how much I've sacrificed? LOL. Now we can find you. All we have to do is call everyone with the con Applejack till we get called Fat Brother. That's not how it works. I'm well behaved. Nah, dude, I can incognito blend in very well. What kind of anime at the con? I've never gone to any con. Well, it's just an anime con in general. With cosplay, whatever else. So it's just a generalized anime con. They're never for like any specific anime. Mango keeps finding me. Mango must be stalking you, Naomi. You wanna be Miki at San Japan harass anyone and everyone you've seen it watch? No! Dude, Alden, F you. Don't try to meet me, please. Please respect my privacy and space, bro. Don't say that. I'm supposed to be incognito. F you, Alden. Yeah, screw you. Screw you. Are you gonna wear cosplay? I'm not gonna tell anybody anything I'm wearing. I don't want people to find me. I'm just letting you guys know I'll be gone. You would know anyways I would be at San Japan. But, I'm not giving any specifics, because like I said, no, it's fine, Alden. I don't want any defining features for, like, people to legitimately look for me. I do not wish to be found. So, no, you're fine, but, yeah. I know the convention via Twitter, so this one randomly came up and called my child fat. LOL. Hi, Sky, welcome in. The F you felt legit? No, I just don't want defining features. San Antonio's a nice drive from my neck of the woods. Yeah, far. The cons crowded? Yeah, typically so. They do tend to be pretty crowded, especially the bigger cons, and this is a bigger one. Like I said, I've never been to this one before, but I'm excited. I've been wanting to go for a while. I just never travel much. So, we'll see. Just don't talk. I've got good voice recognition? Well, yeah. Obviously. Well, I don't really talk in public in general. Like, if we're being completely honest, I don't. Sorry for being nosy. Oh, I didn't see what you said, James. Even. Oh, the cosplay? Oh, no. I was just saying because, again, I don't want to, like, give any defining features. Remember, Miki is 7-foot tall Asian man. Yeah, guys, remember, my name is Mike. I'm a 50-year-old balding man. 50-year-old Christian balding white man named Mike. So just look for someone that fits that build and you'll probably find me. Only surprise I'd like is to see Tech. Nah, that's probably too short notice for Tech. He's not gonna be there. Yeah, we want no surprises. Don't surprise me. Don't come find me. Please. I want to be left alone. Michael Komori Afton, a 50-year-old balding Asian man. No, I'm a white man. I'm a white man. Do you shop at cons? Get anything fun? Oh, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of art and stuff you can get. I'll see what's there. I'm excited, though. Don't tempt me. I've been known to take trips on a whim with no planning. I mean, if you want, Tech. No, they're already sold out at the hotel there. We had to get a different nearby hotel. So, rest in peace. But it is what it is. 50-year-old balding white man. Yes, exactly. Dang, there goes my plans. Yeah, if anything, the only thing I would do, and that would only be if, like, my VTuber mutuals happen to be at San Japan, I would say hi, like how they do at Off-Kai. But viewers, I would not meet. When I used to go to cons every weekend, I would sleep in my car. Dude, you're crazy. That couldn't be me. I like keychains, normal cheaper option for collecting souvenirs. Oh yeah, 100%. I love keychains too. That's why I made them. I made some for myself. Speaking of, I need to see the status because I saw that they alerted that there were some product defects, so they had to remake some stuff. So let me see the status here. Track. Okay, so they found the defective products, they remade them. It arrived at sorting warehouse, sorting started, order's been sorted. Okay, so it should be shipping here soon. Hi Black, welcome in. In my early 20s, I would attend about 40 cons. Whoa, that's crazy. I've never really gone to... This will be my first time going to a con, like, away from home. One sec, guys. Okay, sorry. I'm back. I should find one near me. Depending on where you live, there might be a ton of them. Camper van would be good for sleeping in for cons. They have fold-out beds. Fair. You guys reminded me of my college. I'm stressed out again. No, don't be stressed out. You'll be okay. You got this. I believe in you. Hang in. Like getting... Oh. You used to go to a lot of, like, anime cons. Probably gaming ones, too. Knowing tech. Low-key. I used to know a lot of the con organizers, so I'd get in as a helper, put in 6 to 8 hours to go for and get in for free. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have done that. I knew a girl in college who actually did that. And at one point, she invited me to, like, do it with her because she also got a free hotel. Because she worked her way through the room, like, through the ranks of volunteers, to where she knew all the organizers directly. And not only would she volunteer, but they'd even get her a hotel. And they would, like, pay for her travel. And so she was like, yeah, Miki, like, you could come with me. But then I never did. Because we weren't that close of friends. We just both happened to go to anime cons often. And so I was invited, but I never took her up on it. I should have, though. It would have been cool. Because I know she was going to, like, really big ones. Maybe one day. I don't know. I just have social anxiety, so... The big ones are kind of scary. Back? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. Sometimes I would show a staff in the staff lounge and use the staff room showers. That's funny. I mean, if it works, it works. Still want to go to cons eventually. Still haven't ever been to one. They're a lot of fun. Although, definitely not as fun as they used to be, but still a pretty good time, you know? I enjoy them. I've only been to one anime con and like 2 comic cons. I like anime, but anime was a mistake. Like I said, it's gotten worse, unfortunately. It used to be better. I wonder what a Christian-run anime con would look like. Probably very different than a lot of the cons now, because they have a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. I've never been out of state, but a podcast called Side Scrollers, which is based in Dallas, is going to be holding a live event in Vegas in late September. Some notable VTubers will be there. Can't wait. Oh, that's nice. I don't like the city, so cons are out of... I'm so sorry. That came out of nowhere. I've always wanted to go to a con, but never had the money. Yeah, that's fair, too. But I know depending on where you live, they can be pretty isolated. Bless you, thank you! I appreciate it. Kind of interested in a Comic-Con? Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. I would just do research about the cons beforehand. Because while some of them are good, some of them kind of suck. It's really a coin flip. Does it cost money to get into a con? Yeah, you typically have to pay to attend a convention. You have to buy a ticket to go there. What's the cost? It really depends. They've gotten greedy over the last couple years. For San Japan, which I'll be going to, I paid $100 a ticket. But that's because I didn't pre-order them, because I didn't think I was going to be going. But some stuff changed, and so now I am going, so I had to buy it full price. But yeah. San Japan was really good last year because Phase Connect was there. Nice, nice. I've always wanted to go to San Japan, like I said. But yeah. Is there some controversy with Miku flickers? I mean, maybe? I'm not sure. I mean, again, weird stuff always happens at anime conventions. I happened to walk by a small one in a biggish city and it was free to get in. Well, if they're small and, like, run by the city, they can be free. They're probably more of an art market than a full-on convention. But most actual conventions require tickets. The other ones tend to be more just pop-up, like, one-day events if they're free. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was only weekend. Yeah. What if they sell retro games at cons? I mean, they can. I mean, there's a lot of gaming cons, not just anime ones. Events like those are a problem to me because I enjoy social mode kind of thing and waste all my energy. Yeah. No, I'm definitely the same way. I typically get burned out after cons. So I'm excited for this con to see how it goes, but at the same time, I'm probably going to be exhausted afterwards, so I don't know. We'll see. You know that infection the guy's talking about is a big deal? Yeah, I remember seeing that. It was like a cosplayer. She like had a coat or something and she was like sticking her feet all in it. I don't even know. It was weird. It was strange. But there's always people doing strange stuff at cons, so it, to be honest, doesn't really surprise me that much. If I do go anywhere where anime merch is, I just get this feeling of shame even though I shouldn't. I mean, there's a lot of like good normal stuff out there. It's just, unfortunately, there's a lot of gooners also. So, you know, it'd be what it be. I like window shopping. Yeah, that's a great part with cons is typically, you know, you have the artist alley and the vendor alley. So there's a lot of places to window shop. And it can be a lot of fun. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting my earbud in over here. But I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. I still need to remember to take a picture and show you guys I got my new chair. I got it all built, even though I bonked my head really hard. It hurt my head from it. I need to build my futon got delivered as well. I really need to build my futon. For my stream area too, so I have a nice place to crash occasionally. I need to lay down for a bit, but I don't want to have to walk all the way to my bed because the problem I find is if I walk all the way to my bed to lay down, I'm not getting back to work, dude. Sometimes I just need to, like, chill for just a minute. Prior to COVID, San Japan used to hold a free weekend convention called Mini-Con. The same weekend as free Comic-Con or Comic Book Day. It was really fun. Aw, that sounds really cool. Always make a beeline to the Gundam, Godzilla, or Alien merch area up there. That's for sleeping, exactly. So I have a futon, so it'll be nice to be able to just sit down and relax a little bit. But not have to fully disrupt my workflow. I can just lay for a second if I need to. If I'm, like, not feeling well, just to kind of catch my breath before I get back to work. Probably never go to a con just because I'm not a big crowd person. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Again, it's to each their own. Everybody likes different things. That was a lot more common in early anime con days when dubbing was rare and anime watching services were scarce. Yeah. Good night, QB. Take care of yourself. And also, guys, I do think I am going to be wrapping up stream here. I guess it just ended up turning into a full chatting stream, but you know what? It is what it is. We had a lot of things to chat about. But I do think I'm gonna be running away from you guys now. Tomorrow we will be back with more Alien Isolation. So make sure to tune in for that. I am going to be raiding into Chiharu. It is currently her birthday. So, we're gonna shark attack her, and then we're gonna wish her a happy birthday. She's doing karaoke and chatting. If you are over on Twitch, you're on YouTube as per usual. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone for you guys. But, I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be able to make some more decent progress with Alien. And go from there. So, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And I will see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. So until then, everyone, bye-bye.